Welcome back. Thanks for being there. I'm sorry for the delay. Yeah, I know. I was coming, and let me move the camera a little bit. Yeah, but there, I think that's fine. Yeah. I think it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's gonna have to do. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being there. So glad to be back. Honestly, I was late for the most Uruguayan thing you can think of. I couldn't find my mate. Yeah, well, I don't know. It's a bad Uruguayan thing, I guess, because I should know where my mate is, but I didn't. Because I don't know where my wife left it, so I had to find another one, and I found hers. I found her mate. So today we're showcasing her mate today. It's a very beautiful one, isn't it? It's very beautiful. So yeah, we're showcasing this one today. It's a very nice one. Yeah. Oh my god, it hasn't done its thing yet. Yeah, I had to wait for it to absorb all the water and all that. But well, thank you for being there. Glad to have you here. And I'm not so late. I thought it was later. I thought I'd been a lot later. And but no, luckily no. We're here. We're good. We're good. So nobody here yet. We have like one or two people. I think. Maybe 1 or 2 people. Not many people. So yeah, that's usual. But I still glad to be here. And say hello in the chat, leave a like, all that. If you're joining live afterwards. Okay, let's start coming in here and opening stuff we need to open to start playing with our code here. Yeah, let me close everything we don't need. We can start. Since I was preparing the other mat, I didn't have time to do this before, did I? Yeah, so let's get everything out of the way. And yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what we can get together here today. Okay. So this is here open. This is fine. Yeah, this is good. The console. Oh, I got the object inspector thing there. Yeah, okay, that's gonna be bothering us for a while, but we don't care. We don't care. We're fine. We're fine. All right. Let's. I think we're good. Let's come back to the starting window. Yeah, let's come to the screen. Okay, here we go. Yes. Here we are. Okay, so again, say hello in the chat if you're just joining, and welcome. We're going to be doing some game UI today. We're going to be doing some more of the game UI. We're going to be actually putting it together. Last time we did some fixes, and as we put it together, we're also going to do some fixes. We're going to see certain things, how they work, and we'll see if we can improve them, try to make them work much better in the game UI. We'll start, by the way, we'll start by by making, we'll get this plane first of all. We'll add a plane, make it 180 here so we can see it, and we'll make it maybe, I don't know, 100 by 100. Yeah, that's fine. And that's good, isn't it? We're gonna make it, we're gonna pull it back a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna pull it back a little bit, like 20 is 20 fine. Yeah. If 50. Oh, this should look from the camera. That's good. And we'll make it into a nice little light blue color, something like that, some nice color like that. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, because we don't like the we don't want to be using the skybox. Yeah, why use the skybox? We can just use this, right? So let's see how that looks. I don't know. I think that looks good. Some share on the way here. Is this done? Is this done? I need to get my first matter. Come on. Oh, this is not done yet. Come on, mate. It's a long time. I'm not used to this one. Mine is this one is a ceramic one, and mine is it's actual how to call it. I don't know how to call it in English. The gourd itself, the gourd of mine, like this one's ceramic. Mine is from the gourd, from the proper, you know, woodish material. It's like a pumpkin. It's like a pumpkin inside, you know. So yeah, it's. Oh, who we have here? We have Bangatesh. Sam, developer, Livestream is crazy. Yes, I am absolutely crazy, mate. How's it going, mate? Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Say hello, leave a like, and subscribe, and all that. Yes, mate. Thanks for being there, mate. And we'll do. Yeah, what will we do? We'll get this game UI. We'll remove it. Yeah, we'll add this one and we'll remove the game UI. Yeah, I did the other way around, but yeah. Just for displaying, you know, so we can see how it looks like. Just for that. Yeah, this looks so much better, doesn't it? Than with the skybox thing that we had. I mean, yeah, just plain colors like that. Looks so much better. Looks pretty. Looks nice. Yeah. Yeah, let's make let's make the text let's make all the text probably can we make all the text bold? We make background cursor, what is this? Let's make font size, font style, font weight. I think the font weight is only in the it's only here. Is it only here? Where's the font weight? Did I add a font weight? Do you see font weight here? Let me know if you see the font weight, because I can't see it. For style, border color, here's the text line. No. Okay, let's add font weight to the let's add it here so that we can have it in everything, you know, so it's part of the aesthetics thing, you know. So it's font size, font weight. Makes sense, right? Since we're having that here, let's put it everywhere. I want to just have bold font everywhere. So yeah, let's do that. So how do we do that? Well, let's go to the HTML text. This is a component, right? This is the parent component. This is the parent component of this thing, right? This is the HTML flex, which inherits, right? It extends the HTML UI component. So sorry, I said HTML text, but yeah, it's the HTML UI. Yeah, let's go to HTML UI and look for font size here, right? Okay, we'll do the same as with everything else. Font size. Yeah, and we'll do font weight. Font weight. And we'll do font weight. I'll just copy paste this. And yeah, we'll copy paste this and this. And what else? Yeah, no, this won't be a color, will it? What am I doing? Wait. No. I think I'm changing the wrong one, am I? Yeah, I changed the wrong one. Oh my god, I just started doing bullshit. Yeah, let's go with this one. Yeah, because this is the real one. Yeah. I got the wrong one. Yeah, I got the wrong one. Yeah, let's get this one. Font size. Yeah, let's start with the right foot. Okay, so we have font size. We'll do yeah, it's here, right? So it would be font weight. There you go. Let's pull it, you know, just right beside it, because otherwise it's just gonna be a mess. Yeah. Just put it here. Font weight. The font weight. I'll do. I just copy paste this. Do font weight. There you go. And that's gonna be it. Yeah. Yeah. So we can say, you can write down bold, something like that. We can add options later, but now we can just add, because you can write 100, 200, 300, you know, so let's just add to write text there for now. And that will come up here. Now we have font weight in everything that extends HTML UI. It will just come up here. So we can write something like bold. And oh yeah, we didn't add it, did we? Yeah, font weight. There you go. Yeah, that's another thing, right? And there you go, it changes. We also need to initialize it. So when we come down here in the initializing phase, here, font size, you know, everything we're doing here, you see. So we do like this stuff, font weight equals this. We do font weight. Right, so so we have a getter, right? Every time we set the property, it just goes in and boom, does it. There you go. Now you can see there, you know, it looks much better, right? We still need to improve it though, but we'll do that now. One thing we'll do as well is in the yeah, every one of these we'll add a border, you know, like one. Yeah, let's do one. For each one of them. Yeah, let's do text border 1. Yeah, let's do that for this one as well. 1 and 1. Yeah, let's just add a border there. Yeah, that's good. So we have a border, you know, it looks much better like that. You can actually see. You can actually see it. Yeah, that's good. Okay, save that. And yeah, let's see the comments there. What we have? We have Kenji here. Kenji, how's it going? Yo, never used JavaScript or Three.js for games before. I want to know if you made the interface or it came with Three.js. Yeah, no, this is actually I made this engine. This is a Three.js development engine. You can find it at rogueengine.io, and yeah, it's it's been there for a while now. We're about to release the 1.0. We're in the last phase of the beta. And yeah, we're about to release the 1.0. So right now I'm using the development version that is say has the latest, most stable things. Some things are missing from this one, but yeah, I may be unstable and we may die. But the version that you have to download in the download page there, you will find that it's very stable, very good, and you can use it and have a lot of fun. So go for it, mate. I see Venkatesh asked the same thing there. Back, you still ain't done with this. What is it? J edits. What do you think, mate? Do you think that I should stop doing the live streams or the game? Which one is it? Kenji, am I subscribed to you? That's cool. Thanks, mate. Yeah. Go for it, mate. J edits, tell me, you know, I've been asking in the live streams, like, what do you want me to do in the live streams? Like right now, what I'm doing is fixing, doing UI, things like that, you know, trying to make the UI look cool, and do, you know, use these components that, yeah, I'm creating these components with the structure system, you know, that will help you make a UI in an easier way. You see, you don't have to actually write the HTML. You can just, you know, drop it here, and yeah, and it's reactive. It works nice. You know, you can just change whatever this says, right? You have it grouped, so you can see, you know, the stuff there, and you can write whatever you want here. You know, it just comes up there. So yeah, we're working on that, so that, you know, it's easier to do you know, for everyone, even for people who don't know how to do HTML. I have other videos where I show how you can do it with proper HTML, just writing your HTML and then putting it in the screen. But I think this system will be cool, so we're building the package for this basically as we go along. But yeah, if you want me to do more things, we can do more things, obviously. And I'm definitely using this engine if available, says Kenji. Yeah, it's free, so you can go in and download it, mate. Venkatesh, we give it a try, to be honest. Yeah, mate, it's free, so go give it a go. The GUI reminds you of Godot. Yeah, it's mostly based on inspired in Unity more than Godot, but yeah. Maybe the colors remind you a bit of Godot. It could be. You can change the colors though, but yeah. Yeah, let me tell you what what we're doing here. So what we're doing is we're making sort of a okay. So the 1.0 will have a we'll have this. This is not in your system, but it's a Visual Script system. So what we're doing is we're testing. So we're building simple examples to test the visual scripting system, and the whole point of what we're doing is the idea is that my wife has never touched a line of code. She should be able to sit down and make a simple game. So we're figuring out what type of very simple game she could sit down and make with the visual scripting system, and that will be like the last, like the fire, baptism by fire for the for the no script visual scripting, whatever you want to call it, thing, you know. So the idea is that yeah, and she has to also be able to do the UI and everything in the game. So we're testing how that game looks like, more or less. I have a few ideas of things that she could do. The more I think of the game, like, it should be fun, it should be nice, it shouldn't be like something absolutely awful. What we had at the beginning was very simple, but it was awful. So now it wasn't fun. It was nice. It was nice things falling down. But now we have actual things, you know, that fall down at different speeds and all that, and that kind of makes it fun, but it's not too fun, you know. So we need something that's actually a lot of fun. And we haven't found yet what that will look like. So yeah, but we've been doing some tests of things you can do with the visual scripting system, and this is one of them. This is the game logic, all of it, right? You can find it here. So this is basically writing. You just add your fields like this, right? So you have like you added a field there, and you say it's a number, and you say, I don't know, you want to inspect it, and now you save. And you'll find that field here now. You see, it's a number field there. You can say that it's actually a string, you know, and you say, okay, you want to inspect it and save it. And there you go. You have a text field, you know, so that kind of thing. So you have a bunch of types there with everything in your scene. So you can have like a component thing. Yeah. So we're playing and trying to find out what the problems are with the system, with the visual scripting system. It takes a lot of time. It's very difficult to do. Like, it's probably it's extremely difficult. Like, it's probably the most difficult thing I've ever done in my life. Like, it's very, very complex thing to do. So while I'm developing it, we are making like simple examples and things to make it so that this becomes the proper the way to do Three.js on the web. That would be the idea, you know. Make it very simple for people who want to code and for people who don't know how to code. But this is a great entry into coding, I guess. You know, it's you know, a designer who wants to say, okay, I don't want to sit down and write a code file. I don't want to sit down and write this, you know, destroy test thing. This just a, you know, component, a proper component. You know, you have to write this down. or you know, you have the let me show you. Like this is the bird controller, for instance, for the Flappy Bird, right? And that's good and all, but then you have the one written with where is it? My bird control. This is the bird controller, so you can compare. You see, this is written in code, right? And you have to know how to write this. And with the visual scripting thing, you have to write this, right? So you just add a jump force, and you say, okay, input get down thing, you know, and apply impulse when you get down the bird flap button. So, you know, and you apply on the y-axis jump force. Very simple, right? And it's just, and when you click here, you have the options to, you know, to add, you know, the jump force in this case, right? And you could just add a number and say, I don't know, you know, you can say it's 30 here, right? But you have the jump force, so you just do this, right? Yeah, things like that, you know, you can add methods, you can do things like that so that you can call them here as well. Yeah, we've been working on many iterations of this as we build little examples, and yeah, we try to make it work there. So yeah, basically this is a devlog where I show this accomplishments, and we're trying to figure out how to go. We have what do we have here? Maybe switch to another game though. Yeah, we could do more things. You say that 2 weeks ago. Yeah, we've been working on this for a while. It's a difficult thing. Surely, it's like I said, it takes time. It takes a long time. So yeah, I should have released 1.0 a while back, but it's super hard to do. I very much underestimated the time it would take, and yeah, we've been testing things out and trying to find the right balance of what my wife could build that could be, you know, fun and good for her to, you know, yeah, that's cool. So says we have Pokai here. How's it going, mate? Is this recorded or are you really live? I'm live. I'm alive, and we're live, mate. J-Ed is saying this is fun. Actually, it's better than the other time. Thanks, mate. Yeah. We've been working on different things. It's different examples. I'm going to show you another one now. This uses Typescript for the scripting. Yes, for the scripting. If you wanna actually write code, it's actually Typescript or JavaScript. You can choose any of both. And yeah, you can create. You have here a new component. You know, like this would be a TypeScript component, a JS component, a JavaScript component. And a visual component. I always recommend using TypeScript if you're going to code, because you have all the different things that are actually set up for you to help you out. And then you have, you know, now you'll have the visual component. You don't have this one in your version of the editor, but yeah, since I have it here, I'm going to use it. But yeah, it's fantastic. It's looking great so far. I'm super happy with it. And it's coming along fine, and it's going to be there in the 1.0 for every one of you. So yeah, can't wait to get you all to use it. J-Edit says it's impressive coding without any help. Debugging yourself, you're awesome, man. Thanks, mate. I really very much appreciate it. And Kenji says, you know what you're doing. If I gave this to my little bro who has never used the game engine, even he would be able to use it. I mean, if he's able to do Scratch and he knows a bit of, you know, he gets, you know, like maybe you will need to learn a few concepts. I think the base concepts, you could probably do it. This is very similar to Scratch in a way, but it's more for, you know, I think it's better, you know, because it's, yeah, Scratch is more fitting things together. And here you have this sort of bricks that you can add things, you know, so you add something here, just another action, and with doing something, you know, you want to, so you have to know some things, right? But it's not too difficult to do, right? It's not, like for instance, the, as you start doing things, you start adding actions, because this one are big, right? These ones are big because I've been adding things to them. but it's when you start doing it, when you write it down one action at a time, it doesn't look as hard because you've been writing them down. And if you sit down and read them, it kind of reads quite like semantic, right? Say, okay, this one, well, don't. Oh, I did the signaling for error signaling. Yeah, now this one is unavailable. You see here, so it will show in a red square. Yeah, this is one of the things I wanted to show today, was that I added this. Yeah, so this error signaling, you know, if something is inaccessible, it'll show you like a red there saying, oh, this is, you know, you can't use a variable that is defined afterwards. So if you used it here, you know, because you assigned it here when it was available, and then you moved it up outwards, it will tell you, hey, that's not there, that's not good. So yeah, you'll have to either pull it down or remove it. But yeah, that was one of the things I added. Let me show you. Oh, I added this was just testing the duplicate because I added the duplication as well. So you have yeah, you have a duplicate here now, so you can duplicate the actions and things. You can duplicate this ones as well. You can put them in here as well, like nest them like that. Yeah, all kinds of things I've been adding, and making sure everything fits together and works, no bugs and all. that's one of the biggest issues. No bugs. But yeah, it's been a trip. It's been a trip. But yeah, I guess knowing what you know, what each one of these life cycles do, you know, life cycle events, because you have your fields, you have the awake that happens at the very beginning, you know, when the game starts all components, the first thing it does wakes them. You have no resources available. It's just, okay, I want to initialize some values or something like that. Then you have the awake. Then it does a start. Here in the start, you have everything already loaded. So your prefabs are loaded. Everything that comes from the web, it's loaded here, right? Everything in your component is available. And now you're ready. So you start in the update. The update is the update cycle. It's the loop that happens every frame. So every frame you'll run, bam, 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 the update. So everything that's here in the update, you'll be running every frame, right? So this is the actual game stuff, right? This is what happens every time in the game. And these are your fields that you can use, right? And your fields, you can inspect them so you can see them here, and you can edit them while you're fooling around here. So you want to say, okay, I want my interval to instantiate X or things. I want it to be from 0.2 to 0.5, you know? So things like that, you know? Depending on what you're doing, you can do whatever you want. Like this example here, I can show you a little example. Like this one, yeah. I made a third-person controller here, right? And in this case, the example of a third-person controller is all no code, right? So you can see, you know, and you can get your little spheres, and it's all. This is all done, you know, the controller, everything, the movement, it's all done with no code. So you come here, and it's this one here, right? And yeah, it's one of the most complicated things you can do, coding or not. But even coding or not, or otherwise, because of all the things you're adding, you know, the limit here, limit there, you know. But it's yeah, it's powerful that you can do it without code. Kenji, as a game dev and a programmer at the same time, one part of me is like, make a game. Another part is like, make a game engine and then make a game. yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to this project. This is very interesting. This is open source. No, Rogue Engine is not open source. Most of the tooling that it has, I've open sourced it. Like for instance, the UI package and many of the extensions that you have here that you can find in the marketplace are open source and things like that. But the base engine, like the base thing, is not open source. Basically because the core itself is open source, which is the core itself is Three.js. And what Rogue Engine adds is the component framework around it, and the engine parts, right, and the UI. So it gives you extension capabilities and gives you all that. But all in all, like It's basically like just like an editor for Three.js, right? So the idea is that this will be like a helper to use Three.js, right? It's not like a how you say, like a separate open source project, you know. So to support the open source project, you support Three.js and you go for Three.js, and to support, you know, if you want and if you need something more powerful, something that helps you use Three.js in a better way, you go with Rogue Engine, you see. And a Rogue Engine is using Three.js, so when you're using Rogue Engine, you're using Three.js. You know, you're never going outside of that circle, basically, right? Which is, I think it's important. I think it's important that yeah, you know, to stay within the frame of what's being developed, and you know what everyone's using, and it's good, right? that's mostly it, right? Yeah, we don't have React here, for instance, because everyone's using it, but it's shit. So I know React fans, you're gonna hate me for this, but hey, come on, React, mate. Don't use React. Don't use React. Okay, so yeah, the only reason to use React is because your company forces you to. Otherwise, it's like, why are you using React? But yeah, also the Flappy Rogue, I rebuilt it without code. So this is a no code, the Flappy Rogue without code. And we basically started like that, right? We came into this project and we built this, we rebuilt this without code using the same tool. And then we reuse the same assets to create this game, right? To create this falling eggs thing, right? Where rocks fall down, trying to hit you, and you're trying to get the eggs. Basically calling it "don't get hit" or something. I don't know, but yeah, that's the idea. Basically, that's the basic. Yeah. Overall, React is overrated, says Kenji. Wise words. Yeah, some people should know. Yeah, React is just bloatware at this point. It's absolute garbage. Can't understand how people love it so much. It's just, at this point, it's just a cult. At this point, it's just a cult. I'm sorry, React people. It's a cult. Just, you know, say that it's a cult. And I'm afraid Svelte is going the same way. I love Svelte. But, you know, the last changes with the runes and all that. And now if you say anything wrong about it, let's say, I don't like this. Now you have a bunch of Svelte people trying to kill you. And it's like, come on, mate. It's a tool. It's a tool. If you don't like it, you just say you don't like it. You don't need to come at me for it. And it's becoming cult, you know. Some kind of, you don't say anything wrong about Svelte, or you'll be crucified. It's weird. It's so weird, these people, mate. Going cult-like for an open source tool. It's like, why are you doing this? Why? You have a bunch of other open source projects. No, you go with the... It's insane. People are insane. Yeah. So, yeah, let's do the in-game thing and the... we have the in-game menu. And we have a start game menu, right? So this is the this would be the title, right? So let's add the title here. Let's put some of this here. Let's make it bigger. Let's say, okay, the font size, we'll make it 2em. No, yeah, 2em. I think 2em is fine, isn't it? But yeah, but let's make it. Let's center it down. Yeah, let's make this 100% maybe. I don't know. Well, could we? No, I don't think we could. No. Because this one is not... This is 100%. This one's centered. Isn't this centered? Because we have to center this. Yeah, we have to center things from here. Okay, so we center that. Now, I think this would... Let's see. Oh, no, yeah. We have to make it smaller. We have to make it smaller. Otherwise, it's just going to look awful. So, yeah, everything's centered here. Oh, we need to center it here. Yeah. So we center this one. It'll center everything. And here, See how that looks. Didn't we center it all? Is it that? Oh, text align center. Okay, this. There you go. Yeah, still we need to make this smaller. I don't think it's 1.8. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna have like a main, like a menu, like a start menu thing. It's gonna show the don't get hit thing. And what else? Let's make it 1.7 maybe. A little bit of space around. There you go. Yeah, I think that's fine. 1.6. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like 1.6. Like 1.6. Let's use 1.6. And we'll do yeah, we'll set a a 20 pixel gap. And we will add another one of these. Yeah, we'll duplicate this one. But we'll make it smaller. We'll make this one 1.4. No, 1.1. Yeah. 1.1. And we'll just write down, or just one. Let's leave it at 1. Yeah. Just 1 EM. And say click to start or something, or what would it be like? We could do a button. We could do a button, or we just tap to start. Yeah. That's good. Tap to start. And yeah, let's do that. And what else? Tap. Let's call this message. There you go. And there it is, right? So we'll have this when we start, right? And we'll tap there. And we could add a font and everything. We're not gonna bother ourselves with that right now. We're just gonna do this. Let's just write down for now. Let's just do what will be font. I think it should be font family, which is the fantasy. We get, yeah, you can write fantasy down there. You can use that. Yeah. We'll use this. There you go. We'll do maybe, yeah, I don't know, because maybe it doesn't look too good. I don't know. We'll do can we make it so that the border is bigger? What if the border is bigger? Yeah, I don't like fantasy anymore. Yeah, let's just leave it a, yeah, let's just do that. We'll set up fonts later. We don't care. What we have here, asking because curious, will multiplayer be possible with this? It is possible, totally possible, because it's just the same message. Yes, you can do multiplayer. You can do it with there is an extension for Rapier for multisync, and there is and yeah, and that if you go to the Discord, you'll see as well that this guy down by Ren is making a massive server in Rust as well. Impressive stuff. And yeah, and you can use Coliseus with this as well. It's very easy to integrate. You would use it the same way you would use anything with Three.js. So the limitations are the same limitations as with Three.js. So if you can do something with Three.js, you can do it with Rogue Engine. If there's something you can't do, you should report it as a bug. That's the baseline here. If there's something in that you can do in Three.js, but you go into Rogue Engine, you go, wow, I can't do this. There's a limitation in this engine that doesn't let me do this thing that you can actually do with Three.js. Then you tell me that in the report box in the Discord, and I'll look after it, because the whole point is that this should be empower you to use Three.js in a better way, right? In a more organized way, right? Because better is, it's just, it's a more organized and better way to use Three.js. It's not really like trying to improve Three.js in itself, because it's, you know, Three.js is Three.js, but just helping you out, right? Like with these, giving you a platform for Three.js, right? Like this visual scripting thing that I'm building, right? So all of this is just part of the same thing. So now we just we're gonna use the same. Yeah, we're gonna, from this visual scripting thing now, we're gonna activate the menus. So right now we're using just the text for the score and the lives, right? So we can see the lives and the score. But now we need to have the actual menus, right? The start game menu and the in-game menu to show them. So we need a way to start the game and finish and end the game. So let's do that. Okay, let's go for it. We have this two, right? And what we want is, we want to tap the screen and the game will start, right? So because right now we just press play and you see how the game has already started, right? But when we start the game again, we need for this text to disappear, the game to start, and this other one to show up, the this one here. So we need to display this one, right? The score. Well, this one, no. Oh, it's because I made everything. We could make height. Yeah, how we made height for this 100%. Yeah, let's make this. Isn't this no. I thought this would there you go. I'm an idiot. It was the justify one, obviously. But yeah, so justify on top there. Okay, so now we have the score on top. And yeah, so we made this, yeah, way to go with this. We made this one 100% height as well. So that we could make the justify to the start. So it would be on top, right? Since this is set as a column, right? Justify to start will just bring everything to the top. If this was a row, it would be to the left. So yeah, that's what can I say? That's flex for you. You know, it's nice to have, but it's just a bit, you know, it can be confusing at times. You know, so you have to kind of play with it, play along with it. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, so yeah, I thought the chat was, yeah, no chats yet. I'll be going back and forth to the chat to see if you're writing down. Meanwhile, just leave a like, you know, subscribe, help me out with that, please. And if you're on Twitch, leave a message there. I need 5 people talking on Twitch, please. I need 5 people talking on Twitch at the same time. That's like one of the last things. I need 1 more follow and 5 people talking. That's all. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I've been fighting with that for a while now. But hey, so yeah, let's do that. Let's do that then. We need to make, you see how we're changing the text here, right? So this is good. This is good. We've done that. We also need to die, right, when this thing shows up there. Yeah, but don't worry about that for now. We'll just do the this one here. So what do? We had a field. We'll add 2 fields. One field will be HTML UI. The other field will be HTML UI2. And this one will be the what will it be? The what's it called? Start game UI. This one will be in-game UI. We will inspect both of these. We'll put them up. I love how I've made all of these to my liking. Like, I feel satisfaction seeing how I can just drag and drop them up and down and do all these things. I mean, I just built this a couple of weeks ago. like these features, you see, and they're working just fine, and everything's working. I'm excited to see this out. Like, I really want people to play with this, you know, and break it, because everyone will absolutely break this and destroy this, I'm sure. But you know, there's so many bugs that I'm not seeing that people will see and will totally obliterate this thing. And yeah, so I can't wait for you to break this, mate. Yeah, so we'll see that now. We'll press save, and you will see here now we have the start game UI and the in-game UI. This will take components for us, and that will be the start game UI thing. There you go. And the in-game UI. It shows this HTML flex because this is the name of the component, right? It's just asking for an HTML UI thing. This is an HTML UI. It's just that it extends HTML UI. So, but we can change the name. So we'll call this start game UI. And excuse me, just here. Yeah, let's use capital there. Yeah, and we'll call this one in-game UI, like that. Yeah, there you go. So if we call them like that, it's easier to identify here. There you go. You see them there? There you go. The start game UI and the in-game UI. And then you have that's just the name of the component itself. Start game UI, in-game UI, score UI, and lives UI. These two are changing the score and the lives, and these two will help us. We'll need to display the start game UI when we enter the game, and we'll display the in-game UI when we tap and we start the game. We actually start the game, boom, we use that. So that's kind of what we will be doing. Yes, let's go with that. So what do we have here? Kenji says underrated streamer, bro. Oh, thanks, mate. You deserve more subs. Thank you, mate. Thank you so much. Yeah, hopefully, at some point people start showing up. For now, you know, it's just doing the rep, just coming in every time I can, and just twice a week we come in here and trying to do the thing. Very much appreciate the words, mate. People come and go, you know. Sometimes there's some people, sometimes there's other people, and you know, yeah. Let me show you. Let me go back here. Okay. So yeah, what we will do is we'll add a method. We should probably add a method. We're making it way more complicated than we need to, I think, already. Yeah, well, we need to add a method here, and we need to add a method. We'll call this, what should we call this? We'll rename this. We'll call this, I need to fix that thing, yeah, don't worry, I'll fix that. We'll call this, well, start game. No, I don't want to call this start game. We'll call this, because the update is doing the gameplay, right? Do we need a method? Do we need a method? Let's ask ourselves that. Do we need a method? Let's delete it for now. What we're doing here, we're saying that, okay, if the interval is smaller than that, blah 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 blah. Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna use a method here. Yeah, no, we're not gonna use a method. This doesn't need a method. I think we can do this. I think we can do this without the need for a method. Yeah, I think. Let's try. Because we have returns now. So I think we can do this without a method. So what we'll do is we'll say we need a game started flag, right? We'll have a game, some sort of game state we could have, like we added with the other one. So we need some kind of game state. It could be game started, game over, and let's do that. Let's add a game state. So we'll add a field string, and we'll call this game state. Okay, and we'll say that at the beginning, like the default value, it will be what the game, how will it be? Game state will be, what will it be? What do we call them? What did we call them? I think we called it let's call it yeah, because we need the 3 states. We need the state for start game, like games not started, the game started, right? And the game over, right? So we need ready. Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. Ready. So we have the ready state. And yeah, one thing I haven't added yet is the options. I still haven't added the one for options here. We'll add it later. But yeah, we could have the options here. We could really use them now. But yeah, because we won't have like certain options we can use, like, oh, let's use ready and start. That's why I was thinking of them, all of them at once. Because I was thinking in the options way like we would do with code. But here we can't do that. So we'll just have ready, started, and over. Like game ready, started, and over. Okay, so we'll say that add before. Oh no, it's just here. We'll say yeah, it's just right here, right? We could say, oh no, yeah, no, add before. We'll say add before if, yeah, let's add an if, and we'll say in this if that what will we say? We'll use an expression, and we'll say that game state equals or is different than. Maybe it should be like a different than. I think, I don't know. Let's remove this one. Let's say yeah, if it's different than a string called a string that should be started, we will return. There you go. And we return nothing, right? So we leave it like that. We'll leave the block done like that. So before that, we'll say, or we could add an else. We could add an else, can we? Now let's do that before. Let's add another if. Let's add another if so that we can come down here afterwards, right? The first thing we need to check is if the game state is something else, right? So we have another one, which is equals. We could use that. So we can say equals game state. And we can say if it equals, so you can see, yeah, you can do this with an expression, or you can do this with this sort of thing. We can say with this sort of Boolean action, and this could be in this case we're gonna do ready, right? If we equal ready, here we're gonna check if we have pressed the button. That's what we're gonna do. What do we have here? Soul Kid says Hamburger Cat Gang has your back. Thanks, mate. Hamburger Cat Gang. Thank you, Hamburger Cat Gang. Thank you so much. Too much thinking, bro. yeah. You know, like they always say, naming things in the naming things in programming is probably one of the hardest things. You know, so just naming things is like one of the most difficult things you could do. 100%. Very likely. So yeah, that's a problem. But hey, yeah. So we have equals game state equals ready, and here's what we'll do. If the game state equals ready, we'll do if we'll say what input. Do you have an input one? We don't have an input one. Do we don't have an input one? Input? We don't have. Oh, we don't have input actions like that. Oh, because I created them as events. I added them as events, like on pointer up. And the other one was get down and get pressed. I added them like this, but the idea was to remove them, not have them like this. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, I'm going to change them now. We're going to turn them into actual yeah, we're going to turn them into actions. Yeah, that's going to break some things, but we don't care. We don't care. We'll just fix them later. That's going to break some things for another game. Like for the Flappy Bird controller is going to be broken, but we don't care about that right now. What we care about right now is to make the to make this work. So right now you see the get up, get down, get pressed, and get down. These are events. We want them to be because I've changed the way the events work, the actions work, all that. Because while I'm building this, I'm making changes in the go, and yeah, now this should return something, right? And that's the idea behind it. The problem is that the get down and the get pressed and all that, they could return probably get down and get up. They could return a boolean just easily, but for instance, get pressed, it could return an actual number, like how much are you pressing a button, right? Because a button, it could be a trigger. So how much are you pressing your trigger? So it would be a number between 0 and 1. So it's a full trigger, it's 1, and no, you're not pressing it, it's 0. But if you're pressing halfway through, 0.5, 0.4, you should know how much the user is pressing it, if that makes sense for your game. Like for instance, in a vehicle game, like if you're making a car game, you want the cars to accelerate a bit more or less depending on how much you're pressing the trigger. It won't matter in, I don't know, maybe in a gun game, I don't know, but like in a first person shooter, probably won't matter. But in a but yeah, if you're making some kind of vehicle game of some kind, you want that to be to return a number. So yeah, in the case of get down and get up, they will return booleans. They will now stop being what they are and they'll become booleans. So it will be get down. We'll start with get down. We'll start with this one, and instead of being events, they'll become define action. Okay, and nothing changes. It's just going to be an action now. And what we'll do is get an input action in the frame that when it's being pressed. Yeah, that's good. It's just going to return true or false. And this will be the parameter. It's fine. Everything's good. And it's just returning whatever this gives you. So that's all good. The only thing that's going to change is now we need a returns. Oh, sorry. We need to say a returns. And this will be one return it's going to have is going to be a type boolean. Well, no, it's boolean like that. And the name is going to be button down. There you go. Or maybe it's button down. There you go. So that is the moment the button is being pressed, right? So that's it. That's all we really needed. That's all changes with it. Nothing really, just change the method and added a return. So we will see this name now in the return if we add it. You'll see what I mean now. But yeah, let's first of all, before we do anything, let's come here and save this before we lose it. And yeah, we'll save this because since this is integrated within the project, we're gonna lose what we did otherwise. So when I save the actual massive code, because when this is integrated in the engine, actually integrated, this will not be a problem. But right now that it's disintegrated from the engine and into the project, whenever I save a file or something, this resets. So the things we haven't saved, they will just go away. It'll reload the stuff that is loaded. Yeah, that's a problem. So okay, we come here, we say okay, game state ready, and see what I mean. Now we'll say get. This is our input like this, and you'll see now we have a get down input there, right? So if we add that, you'll see it returns a boolean is button down. See, that's what we added here. Boolean is button down. So that's how this works, right? Behind the scenes, it's just these little functions that do something, and you can write them down yourself. If you're a coder, if you're good at this, you can just write some of these and make it simpler for people in your team to work with code that is written in your project, because it's actually not real code. It's just a bunch of bricks that you put together, right? So that's easier to give to a designer or someone who doesn't know how to code. That's the whole point of this, right? So you can write it down like this and say, okay, after if, and say it's button down, right, like this. Or you can change the name. We can rename it to has tapped, something like that. And it'll, how it changes. I love to see how these things work. It changed automatically. Oh my God, I added all these things and I said, I'm so thankful I added them. But yeah, or you can simply come here and, oh, this didn't work. It should have signaled that this was gone. I don't know, this didn't work. This should have worked actually. Oh, it didn't work because if I move it, it will work, right? So if I move it up, yeah, it will work. But it doesn't work because what changed was the other one. Okay, so I need to make that change. That's a mental note to make. This thing didn't work because when I eliminated something, I returned something. That's what I need to do. When I eliminate something and return something, I need to go and look for the things that for the places where it may have been used, and make sure that that's to show this red border on them. Yeah, so this is okay. There's one thing you see. I'm glad we're here. I'm glad I'm here with you doing this right now. So we get down. And we'll get down is simply the bird flap. We'll use that because it's the tap. We have a tap set up there, so we're just gonna use that. But you could just call it tap, and it's here in the input manager. So we just set this up. We set up the space mouse 0, which is the click, and tap with touch. So if you tap the screen, also it will work on a touch device. And so game state ready and bird flap like that. We'll change. So we'll set field. And something happened here. What happened? Okay, we have an error. Param UI cannot. Okay, we have a problem here. Oh, we have a problem with one of these. Okay, we'll remove this for now. We'll save. Okay, we'll save. I'll see if it's not a problem with something I've added here. It could be something else. So I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna reload just in case. We're gonna reload. We're gonna make sure that there are no lingering issues. Oh my God, I'm talking to myself. There's nobody here. Fucking hell. Like, there's literally everyone left. So nobody's interested in this, I think. I know. Crazy. I've just been if you're watching this afterwards, I'm basically talking to one person, maybe one person. I don't know, unless this thing's showing me stupid numbers, because Restream sometimes shows you like 3, 4, 5, nothing, 0, 1, 2, 3, and sometimes I am connected there, so I know there's at least one person and it shows 0, and it's like, I'm there. What's going on? Yeah. Sometimes you got 5, 6 people, and sometimes there's nobody there. Yeah, one of these persons is me, so it's probably one person or nobody. I don't know. Probably nobody. Yeah. So yeah, if someone's there, thank you. Thank you for being there. Whoever you are. Yeah, let's come in here. Let's fix this. You know what? I'll fix this for you right in front of you, right here. Yeah, why not? You are the one left. You're the only one left here. So we have ready bird flap. Let's add the set field and see if it works. No, it's still broken. Okay, let's see what is broken here. Because I made so many changes here. Okay, so this is something I added. Oh, for this the right type. Yeah, this is a type check thing. Oh, right. So we should check first of all if there is a parameter, maybe. Yeah, okay. Because if parameter is null, we should probably just get out initially. So yeah, let's do that. Let's go to the to this thing here. Let's go to these right type here. Okay. So what we'll do is this thing's a mess. This thing's an absolute mess. I still need to refactor this whole thing. That's why I haven't integrated it yet, because I needed to do a full refactor of this thing. It's gonna take some time, but it's gonna take some time. But yeah, probably we should probably first check if param equals null, return true, and that's it. Yeah, do that. Because I think that's a problem. The problem is that when you initialize all the parameters here, right, they are all null, and that way it will like give you the slots. So the slots are given to you because they are like all they are filled as null or with their initial values, right? So that's more or less what it's doing. So in this case, yeah, there you go. You see how that one works. Let's see, one of them didn't though. But I think that's fine. I think it's because of the inference. Because now it will infer the type for the second one. It can't find it. So it'll kind of complain there. And we can say here that we want to set the game state. And now it gives you the second one. And the second one, here we can set any value to this one, but it will only allow you strings, you see? So because this one is string, requires a string, so it'll say, give me a string. So this one will be, in this case, we'll say started. And now, since it won't, the next frame, since the game will not equal started, well, just this frame. Now it's started, right? So it comes out and says, if game isn't started, we return. But since game is started, we come here. And we start doing this. Right? So we have this guard here that says, go away if you're not started yet. And this thing that says, show this thing. Now, one thing we will do is, we need probably a start game option that initializes everything and shows the in-game menu and all that. So we'll create a method. Yeah, and we'll call it start game. And in here we'll add what do we need to do in start game? You need to set the score, like reset the score, do all that, right? All the things you need to do to start the game. So we need to we need to do basically all of these, right? This is fine here. On collision start for the floor. Yeah, this is fine here. We can leave this here, but we will need to do this, like set lives UI. So we'll duplicate this one, right? And yeah, we'll just come down here and put it here. And what will we do here? Here we will set the lives UI to what we want it to be. So the initial value, right? Then what we'll do is we'll set, we'll add after, what will we add? We need to set the lives, we need to set, the score, we need to set the score. So HTML text, HTML set, and that will be, you see, that's why I want the keyboard functions, because I could tab directly into this and say when I press enter here, it should take me directly into the into this menu here, right? Into this, so that I can come directly here and do say, okay, I want to set the score UI to be in this case, well, whatever the score is. First we need to set the score, don't we? Yeah, we need to set the score first. So we'll add this before set field score to 0, and here we'll set the score to score. So whatever the score field has, right? So first we set the score, and then we set the lives, and we set the score here, right? Because this is not the current lives, right? We have the current lives. Do we have the current lives or no? No. Are we just removing from the lives themselves? Are we subtracting the lives? Oh, we are adding or subtracting lives. No, we shouldn't do that. No. We should have a current lives one. Yeah. Because otherwise, like every time, we'll need to reset it. So this is the amount of initial lives, right? What we need to do is we need to have a current lives. So we'll add another field here. We'll call this numbers. Number. We'll add. We'll call it current lives. Current lives. Right, and yeah, there you go. We'll set it here. And it will be 0 there. We will not inspect this one. And what we'll do is here we'll set this to lives because this is the initial value. And here what we'll do is we'll set instead of setting lives and showing lives, we will show we'll set current lives. And we'll set here, yeah, we'll add current lives to 1. Yeah, and we'll set this to current lives. Right, so what we'll do is, instead of doing this, before this, we'll add a set field there, and we'll add current lives. We'll set current lives to whatever lives is, and to set here, instead of that, we'll set to current lives. There you go. Instead of lives, current lives. So we have like a moving variable of lives, and we have a variable that we can set in the editor. So we have a variable for the editor where we can set the amount of, like the starting amount of lives, like the initial lives we want to have. So we want to start with 3 lives, we want to start with 1, we want to start whatever amount of lives we want to start with. And then you have the amount of lives that you have throughout the game. So you're setting those lives we're setting the current amount of lives, and we are saying, okay, let's set the current lives into lives UI. There you go. And yeah, I love this. This is working. So here we do the same, right? We say, yeah, here we'll need to do the same thing. So we'll simply copy paste this. we'll duplicate it, right? We'll duplicate it. We don't have a copy paste yet, so but we have duplication, so we can use that. Yeah, we can set the current lives to lives. Yeah, so we'll do this current lives. There you go. And score is 0, and we set the score, right? So this is what we're doing when we start the game. And then what we do is we need to show the add after. We're going to show HTML UI, HTML display. We're going to show the which one? The in-game UI, right? And we're going to hide. We're going to do add after hide, which is HTML display false. The start game UI, right? So let's do it in order. First, we hide the UIs that we have, and then we show the UI that we want to show, right? So we do. We display the UI. So here's what we do. We set the current lives to the initial amount of lives. We set the lives UI to the current lives that we just set. We set the score to 0, right? The score field to 0. We set the score UI to whatever the score field has, which is 0 in this case. And then we go and show hide the start game UI. And we show the in-game UI because we have started the game. So now we start the game and boom, we go. And yeah, and we need to set add after set field. Well, we have that. We have that already. We have this one, right? Set field here. So instead of using this one, yeah, instead of doing this, what we'll do, we'll simply come here and call it down here. Yeah, let's pull it down. And there you go. There's everything in start game. And what we'll do is simply call this in here, right? So here we say call method, and it will be the start game method. There you go. There you go. Done. Start game. We call the method start game. That is down here. You see how he only gives you the option start game because it's the only method we have. If you had another method, if we had another method called method, it'll let you do game or method, right? That's all it will let you do. But we don't need that one, so we'll remove it. We save. And there you go. What do you think, eh? What do you think, eh? It's nice, eh? That's nice. So yeah. There you go. There you go. We could actually. Could we? No, we can't. No, we can't. We need to, yeah, at the very beginning, we need to display, like, yeah, here we'll need to add after, I will say HTML UI, yeah, display, and we'll say in-game UI, the start game UI, true. Yeah, there you go. So we'll show the start game UI when we begin. We'll show this. We'll set up the collisions and show the start game UI. And yeah, we'll save this. And yeah, and in here we'll do we will stop displaying all of the UIs that we have there, right? And yeah, so at the very beginning, we start here, right? And we tap. And now we can move around, you see? Oh, see how the player was moving to the side? There you go. See, moving to the side. Oh, yeah, here you go. We can move the bird, but nothing's happening, right? We can move the bird around, but nothing's happening. But if you tap the screen, suddenly things are falling down. Whoa! There you go. You see that? Whoa! There you go. And now we need to actually die, right? We need to show the score, die and show the score. There you go. So, yeah, we just show this one and show or not, you know, it's just simply doing this, displaying or stop displaying. This works great. This works great. I'm actually very impressed how good this works. we had some issues. I fixed them immediately. But like 99% of things worked perfectly. I had very little need for many other things, and this is very semantic. You can see what's going on. You know, we're setting the current lives field. You know, we're setting the HTML for it. We could actually do it like this. We could actually like do both of the setting the lives, set the score, and then we set the HTML lives. We set the HTML for the score. Then we hide the start game UI, and then we show the in-game UI, and then we set the game started the game state field to start it, and that will simply bring us in here, right, where get us past this, where we can actually start moving. So I love that. I love that. It works really, really well. I'm very happy with this. Very happy with this. We're showing the start game UI at the beginning. What more can we ask from this? I mean, it's fantastic. We need the game over menu and we're done. I mean, we need much more, really. It's crazy, isn't it? I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. Yeah. And Tune there, how's it going, mate? What's up? Thanks for being there. You're like the second person here. You're like, well, we had a bunch of people, but they all left. Probably people got bored of seeing me doing UI. I don't know. People don't like UIs? Really? They don't like to learn how to do UI? Wow. I'm impressed. Wow. I'm using my yellow matter today. I think I'm showing some really cool stuff, but hey, maybe that's me. I don't know. I can't judge people for what they like or don't like. So I just do what I like. Not that I'm fascinated by this, honestly. But the thing is, the point of these live streams is to be a devlog and to do the things that I need to do anyway, right? I need to do them. And instead of doing them by myself, I do them here, and I answer your questions. And if there's something I can help you with, and you know, I help you out. You know, so this is more like a way of working and answering questions in a time frame of, you know, a couple of hours, more or less. Yeah. So this game is mostly ready. Maybe we could make this guy loose, and we show the start game UI, and that's it. Now we're done with this. You know, we could create the button and all that, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm in the mood for it. We don't have that many people, and yeah. Probably a waste of time. I don't know. What do you think, Entune? What should we do? Should we keep going? I'm very happy with this. I am very happy with this. So we have like one issue here, which is deleting a field that returns something. Like when we delete a variable, it doesn't do the, it doesn't immediately show you that the places where it's being used. It doesn't immediately show you, oh, this is, you just remove the variable that is being used everywhere. It doesn't show you that. But it will show it to you after you save or after you reload this thing, right? So that's something we can easily fix. But then everything else, you know, it's working great. You know, if we move this, like if I move this upwards, look, this breaks. That's fantastic, you know, that's just great. Yeah, this, you know, it shows you, oh, this is broken. There you go. Look at that. That's brilliant. I mean, instant. But if I remove this, it doesn't work. So we need to make it work in that way. You know, we need to make it work so that if I remove that, it tells me, hey, this is gone. But now if I get away, like if I open this and then reopen it, there you go. There's the error. So we need to, yeah, we need to fix this. We need to fix this. We need to make this work. in a proper way. And yeah, I don't know. I am pretty happy though. I'm pretty happy. Yeah. Honestly, very, very happy. I don't know. I don't know if I should keep going or not. I should probably just go. I don't know. Unless people show up or something. Otherwise, why even stay? So, yeah. I'll probably just leave. I'm happy with this. So it's one error, one problem we have. I don't think we have that many more issues. We're pretty good in general. I'm happy with everything, I think. I don't think we have much more problems. There are a few things I've been working on, like we have the duplicate working great. Yeah, we need selection. We still don't have like selection to like select a bunch of them and duplicate them, things like that. Like select the block and duplicate it, or copy paste. We need to copy paste as well. Things like that. But the duplication was the easy way to tackle what copy pasting would be, because it would just do it automatically. It's like an automatic copy paste. It's like immediate copy paste, just copying and pasting after some element. So yeah, that's cool, I guess. That works really well. I'm very happy with it. And yeah, let's go with it. Let's go for it. Yeah. Okay. I don't have more fuel for today. I think this is okay for today. We don't need to keep going with that game. I think that game has proved its worth. I'm just gonna, I'm happy. I know that it's possible to do something simple. So what we'll do next time is we're going to, I'm gonna try for next Tuesday to have everything ready to do what I promised, which was the translation of what we had, like the car game. We're gonna make it fully no code, and we're gonna turn that into a the game is made. It's already made. So all we need to do is rebuild the components for no code. That's all we need to do. So I'm gonna present everything, and I'm just gonna do the code with you. Right, so that everything is, so that's all we do in the live stream, and we don't waste time. And then what we're going to do is we're gonna get that same code, and we're gonna turn it into another game. Right, we're gonna, like I said, like the space shooter or something like that, which was the idea behind it in the first place. So yeah, we have something that works. And I think that'll be cool. And you're saying I learned the basics of Blender today. That's fantastic, mate. That's fantastic. Brilliant. Congratulations. And enjoy the whole process. That's fantastic, mate. Congratulations. That's a big step. That's a big step. You know, it's not easy, and you know, it requires practice. It requires to keep going. You know, and it's brilliant. You know, and then become a great artist, great Blender artist, mate. And yeah, keep going. Keep at it, mate. Very glad for you, very happy for you. So keep going. Blender is a fantastic tool. So, you know, don't stop, you know, don't let anything stop you. Keep the pace, okay? Or augment it. But don't stop, and keep the enthusiasm. Keep being, you know, curious about everything goes on in the tool, you know? Don't let anyone put you down if they don't like whatever you're doing. Just keep going. Just keep improving. Take criticism, of course. Don't let anyone put you down. All right. Thank you for being there. Thanks, Intune, for being there. We're done for today. See you in the next time. Bye bye.